Hey folks, Matt from artoftheimage.com. Behind me here is the Woodstock Museum, the Woodstock Natural History Museum. We're going to go inside with the Nikon D5500. I've got the 50mm f1.8, got a little bit of a challenge for myself. I'm going to leave the 50 on, I'm going to shoot it at f1.8. Let's head on inside and see what we can get for some photos, okay? Exhibit is some farm equipment. We've got some weighing scales right there, some weighing apparatus. We've got some fruit and vegetable baskets, and then over here we've got some milking apparatus you can see there. So we're going to get some photos of that, see what we can do for some close-ups of that at f1.8. Turning the corner, we've got an old organ, and we've got an old, looks like some type of knitting machine. Yeah, that's what the sign says. Some interesting parts on it, and an old lawnmower. We'll take a few pictures of that, see what we can do for some close-ups of that at f1.8. As we enter this next room here, it's a military exhibit of sorts, but a lot of it's behind glass, and there's a lot of reflections in here. So what we'll do is we'll come over here to the drums, which are not behind glass, and we'll see what we can do for some close-ups here, maybe some still life close-ups, maybe some of the uniform. I always love getting some shots of this next exhibit. This is a World War I nursing station, and you can see they have a nurse mannequin there, and then of course it wouldn't be complete without our patient. Let's get some shots with the D5500, the Nikon 50mm f1.8G at f1.8. These are kind of neat. Some of you may have seen these in older homes, but they used to have a lot more class when they did the ventilation, in the sense of these are return vents or air vent covers. Check them out. Let's do a shot f1.8 here. This is the old council room chambers, and you can see the flags and I guess that would be the magistrate's chair and desk right there, and the big table where the rest of the people would sit around that were on the council. And there's lots of neat old stuff in here, but it's kind of cluttered, so it's harder to get more isolated, interesting shots. But hey, let's give it a go. Against the wall here, we've got an old elevator switch. It's pretty cool. It's quite antique looking, and we'll get some close-ups of it. And then beside it, we've got an old gas lamp that you can see is hooked right into the wall in a gas feed line that they've got hooked up here. And it's pretty neat. We'll see if we can zoom in here and show you that the light is actually flickering and burning from the gas. Kind of cool. Let's do some f1.8 shots. Big old door here. This used to be the front door of this, which I presume was the old courthouse. I think the old Woodstock Museum is in the old courthouse. But I love these old locks. Let's take a shot of the lock. And off to the side of the front door, we've got an old fire cart display. I guess the kind that would be pulled by a horse. You could see the hose here on the wheels, and down in the corner there, we've got another pile of the old hose. So let's get a few detail shots of this and see what we can come up with. Again, we're staying at f1.8. Upstairs and heading into the back area, we've got an organ display back here. Some really neat old organs. Some of these, or a lot of these I should say, are actually made from around here in Woodstock, which is why they're in here in the Woodstock Museum. Let's get some detail shots of pieces and bits off the organs and see what we can do at f1.8. This display here has a really neat little organ in it, and this was from the Thomas Organ and Piano Company that used to be based here in Woodstock, Ontario. We're getting some pretty bad glare off the glass, so it's probably not a great one to get some f1.8 shots, but I just thought I'd show it to you because it's kind of a neat little organ. And to the left of the organ here, as you can see, we have an old Barbershop, pretty much a complete setup, or at least cutaway of it. We've got an old phone and lots of old neat stuff on the shelves, and this is always a great spot to come and test out lenses and low light ability, because the lighting's dim here and a little bit mixed. But let's have a look and see what we can get with the Nikon D5500 f1.8. So overall, it's been pretty fun shooting here at the Woodstock Museum today. There's lots of neat stuff to shoot, and the Nikon D5500 with the 50mm f1.8G has been really fun to shoot with. At f1.8, it's been a little challenging at times because you don't always want to be shooting at f1.8, but like I said, it was kind of a neat exercise to do for myself to stay at f1.8, and I think we got some neat shots, and f1.8 isolates a lot of background on things, but overall, the D5500 performed very well. It didn't have any hunting on focus. It's a great little camera, has amazing image quality, best in class for APS-C, and the 50mm f1.8G from Nikon is a stellar lens, as you can see. Sharp, fast, probably the best value in the entire Nikon lens lineup. If you have any questions, leave them below, and we'll see if we can get them answered for you. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back soon here at artoftheimage.com, and don't forget to check out our Instagram channel, which is theartoftheimage.com, where you can see a lot of the photos that I'll be posting from today.